Time now for our full forecast with KIMT Storm Track 3 Chief Meteorologist Sarah Knox. Hey, Sarah.
Hey there, Cammie. So a bit of an interesting day. Things a little cooler than they have been. Still on the humid side, but give it some time and even the dew points will be falling down. Maybe not the best news for some corn, but before I get into the doom and gloom or, the wildfire smoke, I just wanted to share some of this awesome news. It's sent to us from Mason City. Look at the corn. He is standing all the way up on that ladder, 11 feet, 6 inches. Corn is doing great this year, and it's not surprising because it's been so wet and we've had plenty of sunshine too. And it's been humid and hot, right? And that's kind of a good sign. When we get a lot of that corn sweat, it means that the crop is doing well. So some good news there. It's nice to see it. Now on to the temperatures. Also some decent news. I'd say anywhere in the 70s, feeling pretty good, especially here in late July. It's 77 in Rochester, 76 in Mason City. All of us in the 70s, but not long ago, Zumbrota, Lake City, just two examples, we're sitting at the 80-degree mark. So we were a little warmer. Generally, those temperatures will go down. Of course they will. We'll lose the sunshine. But something we won't necessarily be losing is the wildfire smoke. So let's get to it. Talking about that, satellite and radar also trying to bring a little bit of rain our way. I think the dry air will ultimately beat out some of this. Maybe a tiny sprinkle or two that we're seeing just north of Mason City as we speak. Really not looking at much in the way of some of this rainfall. Now we do take a peek at Mason City and we can see why. The clouds are a little tall and they still have moisture in them. So again, a sprinkle, not really too bad as we head into the evening. Now if I step out of the way, you can see there's a pretty decent difference between the two, though. Rochester, a little bit on the hazy side. Mason City, not quite as much, but if we look way off in the distance, we can definitely see it. Air quality for places like Rochester currently sitting in the red. Now for Mason City, we're closer to the orange, maybe even some yellow. Red means unhealthy air for everyone. Orange, unhealthy for sensitive groups, those who may suffer from respiratory illnesses. What we like to see is the green. And Iowa covered in it right now, but for how long is the question? Well, just a couple hours from now, I moved it to about 9 p.m. We can see a lot of this black smoke does continue to move to the south, but it doesn't end there. We'll go 12 hours in advance. Now 9 a.m. tomorrow, and the entirety of the map still looking like it will be covered in that black. And stagnant air is going to be an issue as well. The wind's not enough to push a lot of this smoke out, and that is why all of Minnesota, Wisconsin, under an air quality alert until Saturday, 5 p.m. Saturday, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do include Iowa a little bit later on once more of that smoke continues to make its way further to the south. That is something very important to keep in mind, considering we've got some excellent days to want to get outside coming up. We always have to pay a price, don't we? I'm going to fast forward all the way until we get into our Thursday 9 a.m. Look at all that beautiful sunshine, and to go along with it, temperatures will be on the lower side. So this is good news, but then I swing back to some bad news. It also means that rain chances, they're pretty low. So now's the time to turn on the sprinklers if you haven't already. Probably going to need to water the lawn at least once this week as rain chances remain on the lower side. Temperatures also on the lower side. Dew points on the lower side, but the air quality also on the lower side. Overall, an interesting week, but definitely a summer-like one. So Cammie, I'm looking forward to it. Just got to stay safe out there.